morning, Tammy.
Hey,
Where are we headed?
to the airport. We got babies to deliver. They're going to their new homes.
Yes.
So now I just have the 2 girls and the 1 boy.
Yes.
Fluffy carriers. 2 Merle girls and 1 little blue sable boy, and they're both fluffy carriers.
So Blazing Saddle's got a good question here. So I'll read the whole thing, then we'll go through it. When collecting a stud,
Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, I know. Blazing Colours, actually. Blazing
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I was thinking Blazing Saddles, that movie.
Mel Brooks. When collecting a stud, does one collect only do one shipment? Or does a collection only do one shipment? Can you split a collection for more than 1 female? On average, how long between collections for a stud dog to replenish? When shipping semen to clients, how do you prioritize who gets a shipment if more than 1 person needs it at the same time? So 3 questions.
It's good questions, but I got a question for the person that's going to split the semen between 2 females. Does the breeder know that?
Yes, well, very good.
I think you could get in trouble for that one.
Well, okay, so let's go over all this. So it's really 4 questions, exactly.
Yeah.
So the first thing is, we don't like splitting because we think you should just ship twice, 2 days apart, and get 2 good full shots for every dog that you're doing an AI to. When you start mucking around with splitting it, you've got the possibility of mucking up the size of the litter. So we don't like that. We think it's much better to pay the additional cost for an additional second shipment, which if you do it with us, by the way, it's $200. But 66. But it's nice, isn't it? Nice 66 Camaro. I wish I was driving that. Yes, yes. But that's us, and that may not be other people. So there's the first part. The second thing that Tammy's alluded to: if you're going to split it between 2 females, you better have the stud owner on board, because they're not going to like it.
Yeah,
certainly,
because they might not sign off on the other paperwork or both paperworks, because that's misleading for them.
Yeah, so
and it's not being honest to the stud person.
So be honest. Let your stud owner
You
know
always
what's
get
going
caught
on.
up.
Yeah. So then the next thing is, on average,
about it.
how long between collections for a stud to replenish? That depends on how long since the last collection, how old the dog is, and how big his testes are. So I'll give you some examples. A dog that's just starting his career is all dogs take 1 week basically to replenish what they use today, but they've got enough reserves there that they can probably do 3 collections in a week. A young dog, maybe not. A young dog, he might only be able to do 1 or 2 collections in a week. So what's going to happen is, if you pull from a dog today, that's why we like to leave it 2 days between collections for the same person. So the second collection, 2 days later, you'll probably be fine. Unless it's a very young dog, and it might not be. If you start pulling every day, you're going to he'll still be producing, but he'll be producing almost clear with a very low semen count, and someone's going to be pretty upset with you. So then the next question is, how do you prioritize if you've got 2 people of more than 1 person at the same time? You can't do it. You just can't do that. I mean, you can do it, but someone's going to be purely upset because the second person's going to get a lousy deal. So how do you prioritize? First come, first serve. So what we have is, we have a stud book. When you call us up, we say, okay, who do you want? And we put that name down the stud book. Everybody else before you gets service before you do. Everybody after you gets service after you do. The problem is you don't know the exact date, because you don't quite know when that female's going to be ready. So things can slide around. Now this is what we have that most people don't have: 20 stud dogs. That means that if you signed up for a stud, and we can't make it happen, and it doesn't happen very often to us, but it can be because the dog doesn't want cooperating that day, or because we got double booking going on, then we upgrade you to another dog for the same price. So it's an easy win-win situation. We've got another dog that we can use, and you're going to be happy because you're not paying any extra money. We're not doing a switch of bait on you, and everybody's happy. So I don't think that we have ever been in a situation in 10 years where we've not been able to fulfill a stud service to somebody. Not happened 1 time. That's in about 7,000 stud services. So there you go. That's that one. That's that long answer to a quick question. That's half the time taken up. James Collins, love the content. How do I send my question in? Would love inside or something.
There it is.
There's the question right there. There
That's
it
how you do
is. The
it.
question you asked about where do you put the information, the answer is right where you put it. That's where you put it.
Sometimes I get text messages, people wanting me to have the question on our YouTube, and it's like, I don't do that. I'm just puppy sales, so go directly to the YouTube channel and put it in there.
Okay, so here's a bad one. Reginald Alexander. Love the information. Got a dog that's almost 6 weeks from being bred, an exotic bully. Took her to the vet to see how many puppies. Took an x-ray, no puppies. And they said they see a closed pyometra.
Oh.
And to remove her reproductive system or spay,
Sorry.
sent to a different vet, no blood work done. Could it be possible in a 2-year-old female with all the signs of being pregnant? She doesn't, could be sick. She doesn't eat like she used to, but is
she running a temperature?
Yes.
One?
So, I mean, here's the deal. You know, at 5 weeks, you know, typically we say 45 days for an X-ray to be able to see calcification of skeletons. So that is, what's 45 days? Is that 6, 7, 42? So you're right on the cusp of that. So, you know, before you do anything dramatic on this, I would go get another test done. I mean, you know, a closed pyometra is not to be messed with. Typically, closed pyometras would have developed before now, but it's quite possible. Now, there are some treatments for closed pyometra, and you're going to have to go do some searching for this on a Q&A session from about a month ago, where somebody told us about a different product that did some research on for closed pyometras. It looks like it works pretty well. But what do you do about a closed pyometra? Well, if you can't get the closed pyometra under control, which means you can't get it, basically the muck and the pus. Closed pyometra, by the way, is an infected uterus.
And it makes the dog look pregnant, because we had a dog that had that.
Got a swollen belly.
And we thought she was pregnant.
And typically,
come to find out, she started running a light fever, so we gave her some antibiotics, safe to give her as she's pregnant. And then she was good for about 4 days, and then peaked a high tip. So we immediately ran her to the vet and had the idea that it was closed and it wasn't healing.
Well, we knew it was closed at that point. We tried to treat it. It didn't get better. We ended up removing the uterus and spaying her. So that was a sad day.
Yeah.
But
for about 3 days.
And then she was completely normal, right as rain dog after that. So we saved her, which is the critical part about the whole thing. But we didn't get litter out of it, so that was sad. But heck, it happens. So
not only a litter, but we not ever going to get to use that dog because she was a grizzly bear junior.
Oh yeah, no, it's
daughter, and I was just sick.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the stud I had her bred to, oh my gosh, I was just sick to my stomach.
Yeah, no, it was
a sad day because she's a beautiful girl.
Yeah, and she still is a beautiful girl.
Yeah.
She's just not a beautiful girl with her babies.
Yeah.
So my advice to you would be is to go get make sure that this really is a pyometra. And then you're going to have to look through my Q&As. If I can find something, I'll put a note on the next Q&A. But there is a product that's pretty new that is apparently, I've never used it, but it's apparently fairly effective on these closed pyometras. But anyway, there you go. So I hate to give you bad news, but there we go. All right, bye, buddy. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you got some good information out of it. I hope you subscribe to our channel. Brought to you by mybreedersupply.com. We've been in business for over 8 years. We manufacture products to help you have successful breedings, successful whelps, and successful puppies. We've introduced a new subscription service, canineconnect.com. It's a 1-year subscription for $129, and for that you get 2-day free shipping on all of your orders. You get 5% off every order that you place, and you get direct access to our support line to help you with products that you buy from us and general questions about breeding your dogs. It's really a great deal. I hope you subscribe to that. Now the disclaimer. I'm not a licensed veterinarian. I'm not a professional health giver, but I am a guy that's been breeding dogs successfully for over 20 years. Any information you get from my videos is purely at your own risk. If you have any doubts about any of this stuff, you should definitely seek the help of a licensed professional. Again, thanks for watching. Have fun with your doggies. Bye, buddy.